I think we're on. I
Speak
think
towards
we're
me.
on. Here's my wonderful friend, Rebecca Morris, all the way from Decatur,
Hmm.
right? And she stopped by. Well, actually, called me and said, I'm going to be near you. And wondered what I was doing. I said, well, I've got my pajamas on. And she said, I'll be there in 20 minutes. So I showed up, and here I am. So I had no makeup on, no my pajamas, and here I am. But I wanted you to meet Rebecca. She's so wonderful. And tell a little bit about yourself and how we met. I'm going to get my book because I want to show you something. Just go
Oh,
ahead,
well, I'm
Rebecca.
Rebecca Morris, and my husband Dallas and I met Jackie when she was in Irving of the Whosoever Well Ministries, and we were doing our
Angel,
Kingdom
yeah,
Power
yeah.
Studios,
Mm-hmm.
Actors for Christians. And Jackie's like our spiritual mother. She helped us get a start, and we were doing filming with her for
Mm-hmm.
several of her interviews. So she got us going, and several people we know as well. And so we've just been part of her life, and she's been part of ours for almost 20 years.
It's amazing. But we were sitting here chatting, and I said, "Do you mind if we could do just a little interview? Because this beautiful book cover, that Dumpsters and Diamonds, this picture was photographed by yours truly. She is a photographer, and she made this beautiful picture. And I was saying how in life, a lot of times, people that are so instrumental and so important and so close to us, you you don't give them credit. You don't give them credit for what they do, and you don't do it on purpose. It just happens. And I just wanted to do this right now. She made
No.
this picture, and it was just an impromptu picture. Really, it wasn't
Yeah,
some major setting.
little shoot.
A little photo shoot. And anyway, you get the credit.
She gets the credit. She
and
helps all
and
of
so
us.
when I sent in pictures to my publisher, Bridge Logos, they chose this one, and they said they loved your work. And but look how I've changed with the gray hair now and all. But she said that's okay. That's wisdom, and so that feels good. She and her husband Dallas were so precious to me when they did all the production of the TV shows that we produced there in Irving, and we had so many wonderful guests and so many people that have gone on and do great things and have their ministries. Some have gone home to be with the Lord, but yet they left a legacy of blessings. And Dallas was the greatest editor. He really was, and we worked so well together. And I just want to say thank God for my friends, and I thank you for stopping today,
Absolutely.
and then for letting me have this opportunity. Always felt so bad.
So bad.
No, she would never feel bad, but I'd feel bad that I didn't give credit for this picture. I was thinking about the book. I wasn't even thinking about my picture. I was just so thankful that the Lord let us get this book out. But we need to stop and give thanks for everything that God has given us. And we need to give thanks for our friends and the many blessings and just the good things. You worked with Steve Hill's ministry for so long. Share just a little of that. You and Dallas went to the school.
Yeah, we went to Heartland School of Ministry. Dallas went through, and then I went through, and he was the one and only one that graduated with a media degree there.
There you
I
go.
went through the evangelistic track, and I worked in the office for about 6 years, and so we got a really good foundation. Dallas is a pastor's son, so he's had a bigger foundation than I did. But just finding our beginnings and such precious people at Heartland and Jackie, we feel like our hearts just connected forever and together, and it's really, really good training. And
Love her.
we love
I
you.
love her. I remember one time they surprised me with a birthday party. I don't know if I've had that many surprise birthday parties in my whole life. But they did, and the whole group of them, they took me to dinner, and we just had so much fun. And I've thought about that before. I'm thinking my birthday would roll around, and I'm thinking, Rebecca, Dallas, where are you?
Well, I had to make sure you have a good with it.
No, but I just want you to know that I remember that. And again, we need to stop and we need to always give God thanks, but we also need to give people credit for, it says, withhold not good from those whom it is due when it's in your power. When it's in your power to bless somebody, don't withhold it. Don't say, oh, they know how I feel. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe they don't know. But anyway, she did a fabulous picture that it's all of my books go into all of the prisons and jails, and those guys they'll read my book because they think this is such a cute picture.
Because you're so pretty.
But then they read it and then they write and say, thank you, that was a wonderful book, and those stories. But whatever God uses, I wouldn't have put my picture necessarily on the front of the book, but God knew when you made it that it would just somehow wiggle its way in there, and that it would be in the hands of many people that are incarcerated, many broken lives, many people that are hurting and need to know that somebody cares and that they're not forgotten. And so whatever you're going through, God hasn't forgotten you either. He cares about you, cares about everything that concerns you, and everything you've done to help others along the way. It may seem like they have forgotten, but can I just on their behalf say, they remember it from time to time, but it's not opportune maybe to say something, and it's awkward even, but they're appreciative, and so we need to remember that. But God is good, and to have you come today and to get that little call and say I'm 20 minutes away and I'm in my pajamas and no makeup, and here I am. So I look pretty pale, but she's as adorable as ever.
Oh.
And Dallas is so wonderful, but God is still working in our lives. They're doing media in your church,
At Full Harbor Fellowship.
and that's in
Indicator.
Indicator. So there you go. And so, see, your gift, sometimes your gift will make a place for you and set you before kings and priests.
Yep.
There's no telling what God's going to do for you yet, so don't you dare give up.
Absolutely.
I mean, the best really is yet to come, and
Yep.
we're in horrendous hard days. And if people ever needed to know about the love of God and the love of others, now's the time.
Yep.
So don't look at what you can't do, but say, with God, all things are possible, and He doesn't forget. And this picture was over 20-something years ago, and here it is in my latest book on the cover.
Yep.
And here you are.
Time for a new photo shoot.
Oh, yes, it is. But God bless you,
You
and thank
too.
you for doing this, because it's very impromptu. But again, don't take anybody or anything for granted. Every breath is a gift from God. Have a blessed day. We love you, and the best is yet to come.
Absolutely.
I promise. Look at this. Isn't that cute? Dumpsters and diamonds.